Hello, Sagittarius, finally. Thank you for being so patient. I'm now going to switch the focus of the astrology from the full moon in Capricorn and the sun in Cancer to eclipse information now. And I may continue this setup. I like to keep a setup for each set of videos, but I might keep this setup and do all the signs in eclipse, and I'm going to start with Sagittarius maybe. So we are setting up for 3 eclipses coming up. I know a lot about this eclipse that we just had today, which is in the 4th house, and for Sagittarius it's in the 8th house. So we have it's finances and sex and intimacy, relationships, and my ascendant is Cancer and my sun is Sagittarius, so it might be an interesting time for me, which is why I've been so incredibly busy. Things are shifting really fast in my life. Anyway, not to talk on, let's get to it. I've kept my little secret divine card in my deck, so a lot of, I know my viewers are in the divine partnership journey, and thank you, by the way, for emails, messages, and also thank you so much for following. I really do enjoy doing this. I find it very fulfilling, and I am doing it to increase my exposure, to increase my clientele base, because I need to earn money at this, and this is my gift. And so I am expanding. However, the joy of doing it really is fulfilling for me. So, let me focus on the shuffling here and focus in on this read. I'm going to call in the healing, loving light of the highest frequency energies that are available right now to us to help me gain clarity in this card read and to communicate it well. All right, let's have a look for Sagittarius. Sun, moon, and ascending. That's a very lucky sign, Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter. I'm very proud to be Sagittarius. Ooh, I like that card comes flying out. 10 of Cups. I'm just going to double check. I know we're coming into Mercury retrograde, so I want to double check I'm recording. I'm recording, yay. Okay. Someone says, you should start a YouTube channel, and I thought, okay, and it turned into a really it's a lot more complicated than that sounds. Whoa, 6 of Cups, Sagittarius. We said something about intimacy. You know, I also have been, because I'm Sagittarius and I follow astrology. By the way, I got zapped in the fireworks show, 4th of July, got burned. Anyway, dangerous fireworks going crazy everywhere. Anyway, luckily that's all I got. Anyway, so for Sagittarius, I know because I follow it, I think there's a lot of relationship shifting going on for Sagittarians. Sagittarians that have been single are now going to find themselves in relationships, and I know that's true for my son. Oh, King of Pentacles comes flying out. Looks like somebody is going to come forward in the life of the Sagittarian from a very heart-centered place. I always like, I mean, this is turning into a relationship read. This is turning into a, but also financial and practical. But I always like to say that the King of Pentacles represents somebody kind of stepping up to the plate and materializing, and it's in the heart space of my read, heart space of my read, so that's indication to me that somebody's going to come forward in a gentlemanly-like manner, shall we say. And that card represents Sagittarius. I love it when I do these reads, and the card that represents the sign shows up in the read. I just feel an alignment, and it feels good. And so here we go, we've got that Devil card, and I'm like, I was so happy and now I'm not happy. No, I'm kidding. I'm not afraid of these cards. And this card's showing out, and I kept this in my deck because that's my little secret card. This is my favorite deck that I work with because I take it with me everywhere. I take it in my handbag. and it's getting very ratty and tatty, and I have my own little secret card in there to know if who I'm doing a read for is a divine person or not. If that card, you know, everybody's a divine person. That's not what I'm saying. If they're on the divine union track. So I know that this person needs to be encouraged to stay on their current heart's desire on who they know or who they believe it to be so. And that's my own little secret card for that. So it showed up for Sagittarians, and so did this card, the Six of Cups. Marriage card is showing up. Let me double check that I'm getting all the cards in. Commitment card. Now we also have the Devil card. So we get, that seems to be slapping right there on top of the Four of Cups. The Tower card seems to want to come up. So let's start from the beginning. We've got a situation here involving new home. We're in the eclipse season. Things are changing. That's why that Tower card is showing up. Kaboombo, new home situation. Because somebody from the heart space is stepping up to the plate. Either they're moving in with you, or you're moving in with them, or you're both moving in together somewhere. Or you're living with somebody and you've decided to take it to the next level and take it to marriage, or move together somewhere else. I mean, you name the variation of that theme. There are lots. So that's the beginning, and something is very divinely supported about this relationship. This is a divinely, if you're reading this and you don't know if this person is that I'm talking about is supported by for your highest good, the universe is saying, yes, this is what you've been waiting for. This is what all your hard work has been for. This is what all your balancing has been about. This is going to turn into a long-term committed situation. Now, if we want to make this a financial read, we can talk about there's also, let's just say there is a financial element to this read, because we are talking about a progression coming forward, because for the Sagittarius, this has been a balancing process, divinely supported, preparing you for your reconciliation, for your reunion. And what was this balancing period all about? Balancing between your ego and a true sense of power. Because I get the Devil card here on one side, and I get the Magician on the other, and I get the Temperance in the middle, which means balancing the two energies of one being divinely fortified and the other one egoistically fortified. And there is victory here, which is putting you into a surprise, sudden change into union, living in a situation that is divinely supported. Because the Sagittarius has now aligned. Look at that. That is a very in alignment read. Head and heart going the right direction. Everyone's going the right direction. And now let's talk about the Four of Cups being sad about this. The Devil, well, you know, that's going to go. Because kaboombo, that can be, that's an ego attachment, or something that in your egoistic mind you believe to be the right path, or you believed to be what you needed, and that has to go, and you have to release that ego attachment, because that's what the Devil card is about relation. Probably this might involve some of you releasing a relationship, and that brings some sadness, because that's a relationship that's bound by our perceptions of what we're supposed to be in, not necessarily the relationship that the divine wants us in when we're in our balanced, unafraid state, shall we say, because that's what balancing is. I do workshops about balancing. Balancing is about releasing fears. When we release our fears, we become stable. It's our fears that make us unstable. Now, what ego is a fear-based decision. Not trusting that there is a divine power at play in our relationships, or not knowing that our relationships need to be the relationships that were divinely planned for us. And so this is a sadness to release those relationships that aren't necessarily, you know, because that came out at me, so I'm going to say there is heartbreak involved in this decision to move away from certain things. However, this is going to put you into your divine union. This is a relationship read for those definitely on the path to the highest frequency relationship that they're here to experience in this carnation, as it were. I'm saying the Sagittarians, prepare yourselves for a victorious experience. possibly a little bit of a bumpy ride as you release egoistic-based, fear-based, restrictive relationships that are too restrictive down here in the third dimension. When we have a relationship bonded in the higher dimensions, we're freer down here. That makes sense? Free of that, free of the heartbreak, because it's divinely supported. When it's divinely supported, there's a holding of love that we're seeking, and and it breaks our heart that it's not there, but it's not there. So good luck, Sagittarius. Ride the bumpy ride, bumpy eclipse season out, and I hope this read was enjoyable for you and helps keep you in high vibrational faith energy about this relationship. It's trying to come through. It's for your highest good and the highest good of the world, really. That's what divine relationships are for, the highest good of everyone. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you again. Bye.